So hey guys, as you can see, obviously we're not in my room. We are at my friend's house, and this is my first feature video, and this is my lovely friend, Wandile Dlamini.
I like to think I'm a thinker. You know what I mean? And yeah, that you'll see.
Yeah, you'll see. So basically what we've decided to do is, okay, I was in a bookstore and I saw a book called Totes Redic-tionary, and I figured, hey, that would be a really cool video to do, and I thought what better person to do it than one of my like smartest friends with like probably the biggest vocabulary. So we'll be doing a little smashing and commentary on the words and phrases that our wonderful generation tends to be using this year. I'm gonna start with something that Miley Cyrus is said to have made famous, although I feel like she wasn't really the person to make it famous. But
no problem.
Do you wanna also like vent on Miley? Okay.
Okay. This will lead us right nicely into that.
So the first one is twerking.
Okay.
It's in the dictionary now.
Yes, I'm really glad about that. I think it's necessary, because how else will you describe that action?
Yeah, no.
Other than calling it twerking.
It's true.
That's fine. Fine with the idea of twerking. Like, I think you might be breaking your back, but if
yeah,
you got it in you, like...
But my problem is with twerking is like the whole thing with Bootylicious. Yes, Beyonce made it famous, and yes, it's great, but no one uses it anymore. So it's like almost irrelevant. Like, why is it in the dictionary if we don't need it anymore? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And now this is gonna stay in the dictionary 10 years from now. I don't think people are gonna be talking about twerking anymore.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it does have like a fad status. But for now, I think if dictionaries need to reflect what we're doing right now, then it can always be revised.
That's true.
So if in 5 years' time we stop using twerking, then we can just revise it out.
Yeah. Okay. Instead of self-portrait, obviously, selfie. How do you feel about that? Let me take a selfie.
I like the idea of selfie. I think it's a useful phrase. You know what I mean? Like, it captures exactly what you do.
Exactly. Instead of having to say I'm gonna take a self-portrait. I'm so sorry, but that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it just sounds labored. Do you know what I mean? It's more light-hearted. You're always taking light-hearted pictures, like, hey, I'm with my
yeah, self-portrait sounds serious.
Yeah, so selfie
sounds
just
like
feels
where you're sitting and someone's painting you. So yeah.
And I saw on TV that they're actually gonna start there's a selfie TV show. I have no idea what it's about. All I know is that it's taking it too far now. I was fine with the song. I'm fine that we take them, we put them on Instagram, but we can't be making an entire show.
I actually wanted to do a video, and it's called Selfies with Strangers.
You see, yeah, that's fine.
I want to do that. I'll see if I don't get too scared to do that, but like, I really want to do that.
I think that's fine, but like, in 10 years' time, if we stop using selfies, should we ever stop using the word selfie, that show becomes irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because it's only for now.
But I think having everyone so self-obsessed isn't something you can get rid of so quickly. So I think that it's good.
I've been thinking about it for the last few days about like why we're so narcissistic as a generation. And I think the main thing is just that because we had cell phones and self-centered lives so early on in life.
Yeah, it's true.
Because we first started to have the cell phone, and then we had all our we had all of our like social media type things in the beginning, even if it was just like the MySpace and Mixit days. But it was still,
I never had a MySpace account though.
I know, but I'm just saying, I must just keep it as far back. Then we were like what, 9, and then, well, depending on how some people got it at 9, some 12, 13.
Lied about their ages.
Yeah.
Now you see they're turning 18, but it says they're turning 21.
Exactly. Yeah, I know those people. But yeah, so I think we're just narcissistic because we've kept to ourselves for so long. Yeah. We started off engaging with the world. But not with the world, but our world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our social circle. We haven't expanded from that.
But we're on like number 2. Okay.
Yes.
Hella. How do you feel about hella? Like, you know when you exaggerate something, you're like, I'm hella tired.
You know, I think we need superlatives in English. You know what I mean? Like when people ruined literally, and when people ruined awesome, we needed something to express how we're on that
we're on another level.
Yes. So like if we like I appreciate how language does that. Like whenever we ruin the one word, we try to find something to still express that same kind of level of expression.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
So I think it's useful.
So you're okay with it?
I'm okay with it.
Okay, we can keep it, guys. Apparently, Ratchet. My friend and I actually had a little debate with people in our boarding house. So we went around asking people what's the difference between ghetto and ratchet, because people would be like, that's so ghetto, and then they'll be like, that's so ratchet, and you're like, oh, is that the same thing? And they'd say no. And then we had to ask people. It was quite weird. We still didn't understand after.
Yeah. Okay, regardless of whether there is a difference, I just have a problem with those words. Just because they come from criticizing or belittling poor black people. Yeah. Who are in the ghetto, who are behaving in a certain way that you feel like is unclassy, or any of these sort of classist words. Like, I just don't think those are necessary. Yeah. But still, the actual word ratchet, it depends on whether that individual person or as a society we decide to use it regardless of someone's race or socioeconomic class. Yeah. I think the main thing with ratchet is how we use it, not the actual word itself. Some people are just ratchet. I want to it's true. And the thing is, I know that, true. But then how do I use that in a way that's not responsible and non-offensive? Yeah. Because
I know we had an incident. It was really funny. People that were there will probably laugh at this, but we were sitting at our matric table in the dining hall, and one of my friends decided to eat her jelly with her fingers. Like, she was just holding it.
What you doing?
So we were just like, dude, what are you doing? I know. What are you doing? So like saying something like that, that's ratchet. That's fine because that's funny and that's light-hearted, and you're not insulting anyone, because we were actually saying that it's not ratchet in the sense that anyone in the ghetto does it, because what are they doing eating jelly? Firstly, with their fingers, secondly. So, you know, we were just like, it was ratchet, but it was like a funny, that I don't mind. When it's used like that, I don't mind.
The only thing that gets me is that same kind of narrative that you're like arguing, that same argument can be applied to like when people use the word gay as a pejorative.
That's true.
That very same argument that you just presented can be used in that instance.
That's true.
And when we accept generally or commonly that you, like, regardless, please only use gay when you're referring to homosexuality. Please don't just stop doing whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? If we can accept that that's wrong, then can we not apply the same principle and just accept that ratchet is inherently bad because of its connotations? Like, even if you're using it in the jelly situation, it still has that idea that you're you're behaving like
under you.
Yeah. So like, hey, ratchet, I think like
sketchy. Maybe we should just shift it to the side. I think if someone's doing something silly, just say they're being silly. I think let's stick to the words that actually refer to what's being done. Yeah. Okay, next word. Are you ready? Bint. I never understood if it was for a girlfriend or just a girl, like bint.
I thought bint was a bad word.
I don't know. I still don't know. I'm like on the fence. I'm like, is it bad? Is it good? I don't know.
Okay, I haven't heard it that often, but in the few cases that I have heard it, there has been a negative word to demean women. That's the only context that I've heard it.
No, I've heard it like that's my bint.
Really?
I've heard it like that.
I've heard it in different. I don't know.
So I don't know. We don't know how we feel about that one. Can we just?
If anyone can educate us, what is used, we would appreciate it, because I don't know.
And it's even extended. Sometimes it's bint and sometimes it's bintosh. I don't like either. They don't sound nice. Yeah. Because it sounds it just sounds a bit derogatory. I don't think I like that very much. Okay, nyols. I told you earlier how I feel about this one. I like it.
Have you ever been so angry that you go like, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, this like that. In that instant, that word can be powerful. You know what I mean? Like when you're so mad, you're just so mad.
This is nyos.
Yes. So I like that word, but I feel like we need to reserve it for that kind of angst. So it keeps its power.
Yes, guys. My friends that use this word know exactly who I'm talking. Don't just say this is nyos. I'm tired. I'm so tired of that word. If you use it like that, when you got in your hand moment, then it's fine.
Then it's fine.
Okay.
But if anyone knows how to spell that word, please help us.
Yo, we wrote it down, but I don't think it's right. So that would be great in the comments below. That would be great if you could just spell, like, put a little asterisk and write nyos. I say this a lot. Amazeballs. Like, if something's so good, it's just amazeballs.
I think amazeballs is part of our desperation to replace amazing.
Yeah, because now people say amazing when it's not amazing. It's
And
like, how was
awesome.
that concert? And they're like, it was amazing. And like, then you hear later that there were complaints about the concert. Then you're like, was it? Was it?
And you're just like,
Okay.
it just doesn't make sense. What the heck is an amazement?
It's like all of amazement.
Is it like a magic 8 ball? You know what I mean? Is it like
it's a ball of magic feelings.
is it like, you know, like the winning ball from the Soccer World Cup? Do you know what I mean? What is it? I just think it needs a bit more context. I think that's the problem with them.
Okay, chop. Not lamb chops, like when someone's being silly and you're like, you're such a chop.
I feel like it's a South Africanism and it just irritates me. I don't know. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? I just don't like it.
It's South Africanism.
It does feel like I feel like South Africans are the only ones to say that. Just think about it. Just
yeah, no,
think
we
about
probably
it.
are. But we also the only ones, I feel like we're the only ones to say Bint and Bintosh.
I have no idea about that one.
But yeah, anyway.
No, but I think we're the only ones to say Noob. But that's fine.
No,
We can keep that.
ours.
We can keep that one.
It's the same way we're the only ones I feel like go,
And have you ever been so angry that you literally lost like 5 seconds?
yo, and double ones.
Yes.
I
you
only
just, like,
double if I'm really angry.
mad, like, you're so
I
mad.
can't do it now.
You know what I appreciate about South Africans? At least we have a lot of resources and tools to express how
Agreed.
mad we
Agreed.
are. So, yeah, I'm okay. No, thank you.
Okay, noob.
You know what? Noob is actually, I think, one of the oldest words. Because back when the internet was still like, probably there's still an underground thing now, but like from what I understand, from like the little bit of knowledge I have, is that it was like part of some weird mixed style language.
Yeah.
Instead of using actual characters, you use constructed characters.
Oh, so noob was
So
like
noob is
constructed
all the way
character. I
from
get
back
that.
then when they used to spell like.
So do you like it?
I think it's necessary. Like sometimes people can, like when you're on a social network and people are doing foolish things, like okay, I'll use Twitter just because that's like my primo.
Your best friend.
Okay. This person hashtags, but they put spaces. That's a new thing to do. Like obviously you're the new kid on the block. You don't know how to do it, and then essentially you were like, you're trying to hashtag like that's so ratchet, but then you hashtag that. You know what I mean? Like that's a new thing to do.
Yeah,
It's like foolish because you're new in this game.
Okay.
So I think it's necessary. But
So we're keeping noob.
yeah.
So now we're on to phrases.
Yep.
Well, I think I have some words here as well, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Real niggas.
I love real niggas. Some people like, I always needed a phrase for when people are just being like a good, honest and loyal friend when you're not around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, real nigga behavior is one of the best things that actually happen. Because you know, like people aren't real niggas out there. Like they'll pretend to be your friend and then they'll have you on Facebook and stuff. And then next thing you know, niggas be talking about you. So yeah, I like when people are being real niggas, like real homies. Like you gotta, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
are you also okay with day one niggas?
No.
You don't like that one?
Wait, no. What does it mean? I think
It's like friends that have been friends. Like okay, we've known each other. We've been friends since we were 3.
yes.
So we've been friends for 15 years.
yes.
Plus minus.
No, it's
So-
not extremely old, but yes.
I know. So then we could be considered as like day ones because like I've known
okay.
you for such a long
Also,
time.
a real nigga for like a long time.
Yeah,
Okay, I get
yeah.
that.
So,
okay, then I like
so
that.
you like day
I
one
like
niggas?
it, yeah.
Okay. So we can keep these. We can
Yeah.
keep. They're the
Okay.
kind of hashtags I think are cool. Okay. I feel like this one should die now. Ain't nobody got time for that. I honestly feel like that one should die now.
I have like 5 reasons. Like when people ask me things,
No, I feel like that one.
I've always wanted to use this, but I've never been able to use this. But I'm gonna keep it on like until I can use this. I want someone to ask me a question, and then I won't have time for that. So I'll be like, I have 5 responses. Anybody got time for that? Anybody got time for that? Anybody got time? Anybody got time? Anybody got time for that? Because sometimes you just don't have time for nonsense. You know what I mean?
I don't like it. I think it
I
should
love
die.
it. No,
It's
no, it
gone
can
now.
stay.
It can go.
So you're saying it's moments over?
Yeah, moments over. It's 15 minutes are gone. Like, can we
Ah.
just? That's what I
Okay,
think.
I'll be that person who's still being lame using it when it's still over.
Okay.
I can admit, yeah, it is kind of over, but I still like it. I'm gonna keep it.
Nah,
around. Yeah, it's time is over, but it's fine.
Okay, this is more like a thing now. You claim it's a sport. You can tell everyone why. Photobombing.
It is a sport. I love photobombing. It's so much fun. Okay, the main thing is it's like you have to have precision to photobomb nicely. Like photobomb in a manner that like your head pops up like right here and you're in the shot right when it's being captured, but not before they see on their camera that you're in their shot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Then you also have to have a keen sense of like you have to have eye to see when people are getting ready to take a photo. And then you have to be able to sprint and maintain that to get into the shot with it is a sport and I love it. I'm not very good at it, but I love it. I love
so we're keeping photobombing.
Yes, and you must go
We're gonna write a letter to the Olympics. And try and like get it to be a thing, man. Maybe we can be gold medalists, you know? Something I can actually do. Oh, this made me think of something because I just did it. I don't know if you've seen the whole claps once thing.
That's my thing. You know that. Okay, claps once is the most useful thing.
But it's South African.
Yo,
that's very South African.
sometimes you're like, I can't even.
It's like claps once.
You know that, like every time, you know that hand.
Yeah.
That's like this. And it has like
the little clap.
I use that as my clap hands once. Little emotes. If I ever send you that, no, I'm clapping once. Claps hands once. That is so useful. It takes it to that like you actually just cannot believe what
just happened.
What just happened, what the person's doing, whatever, that you can't, you're like, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do so. Yeah, claps hands once is the best thing. But hold on, on Twitter, someone like wrote claps hands once to some like crazy thing that some person was saying, and they thought they were applauding. So for full disclosure purposes, any of you out there that are confused, please note that claps hands once is not applause. We are not congratulating you. In fact, we're doing the opposite.
Oh gosh, so
you know,
it's not a good
next
thing.
Time, I'm just trying to keep with it.
Yeah. Sorry. Epic fail.
That kind of lost its steam.
Yeah, it's not like when someone trips. That's not an epic fail. But people will be like, it's not.
When people call it still funny, I'm sorry. I will help you, but I will laugh at you at the same time.
I think it's sad.
Do you know, it's just something like so undignified in that second voice.
That's why it's so sad, because it's like, hey, look what you dropped. Your dignity, like, for real.
Literally, while you're tumbling, your dignity is just falling away. I still think it's so funny when people fall.
I think it's so sad.
But yeah, epic fail.
It's lost its steam, guys. Yeah. Sorry, it's not as hot anymore. This one, I feel like it was supposed to be gone already, and I don't know why people are still using it. YOLO. Guys, it's over. It's over. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
You know when you just need like a moment to just gather all your problems?
Yeah, not even your thoughts. Gather your problems.
Okay. Let me tell you about YOLO, guys. It's just carpe diem gone wrong. Okay, you literally misunderstood the entire thing. Okay, I'm glad that it's over. And then those of you who are still hanging on to it, you probably still hang on only on Facebook. Like literally, that's the only social media. Stop it, okay? I'm telling you everything. Stop it. Okay.
Hello.
No, now you're too far from the shot.
Well, I must come here.
Yes. Yeah, closer.
You're still not in. Still not in. Now you are. Hey. This goes along with YOLO. Drizzy had.
I think it's funny.
I think it's funny too.
I think it's nice when you like when people, you know, when you do things subconsciously and you don't even realize you're doing it, and then people make fun of it. I think it's lighthearted. I think it's fun.
Yeah, that one.
I don't think it's any like, you know, no hard feelings about that. Like I don't think he even noticed he did that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even think he knew it was a big deal. And so people are like, Drizzy hand. I'm not going, Drizzy hand.
Yeah.
Last one. I think Oprah deserves a round of applause for this one. The aha moment. I like it. It's a keeper.
I think that's the most apt one. That captures everything you need to know. Like everybody had those kinds of realizations.
Yeah, that's like enlightenment, but we never knew what to say.
We didn't know what to say, and that just like, yeah, she killed it with that one. That one can forever stay, as in forever part of our vocabulary, not just for like a fad or a moment.
Think of that, Oxford, not twerking. Like, that's fine. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Isn't she just a jam? That was fun. If you can follow her on Twitter, I will leave her handle in the description box below, and you will be so smart after just reading her stuff. I promise. I think. I do promise. Thanks for everything. I'm so glad you could be my first feature, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, do that stuff, that wonderful, beautiful, lovely stuff. Mwah!